Gayatri mantra is complete in itself. It is not at all necessary to supplement it by repeating 3 or 5 times Om by way of Bij mantra or Sampad. Such repetitions are made only in tantric system. The common people should not be confused on this account. Every religion has a preeminent mantra like Kalma in Islam, baptism in Christianity, Namankar in Jainism, Om Mani Padme Hue in Tibetan Buddhism. So also in Bhartiya Dharma there is one preeminent mantra. It is Gayatri mantra. It is foolish to say that Brahmins, Kshatriya, Vaishyas, Kayasthas etc. have different versions for Gayatri mantra prescribed for them. Such discrimination on the basis of high or low caste should not be allowed to enter into and pollute the spiritual sphere, in which there is one true God, spirituality and knowledge. It cannot be held captive by casteism. Some people say that Gayatri mantra, being a secret mantra, should only be whispered in the ear. This may apply to tantric mantras, but not to Gayatri mantra. There is provision that the mantras should be chanted loudly in musical accent. Whispering is done in seclusion in respect of conspiracies. There is nothing in Gayatri mantra necessitating such secrecy. It is also a blind belief promoted by retrogressive minds that Gayatri sadhana is forbidden by Shastras for women and low caste people, Shudra. All the children of God have equal rights to his gifts. Everybody uses the light of sun and moon, air, water, river, tank, food etc. No particular caste can claim to have exclusive right in respect of any of them. God belongs to all, is all, and so his power, Gayatri, also belongs to all and is in all. If any mistake is committed in the rituals of tantric sadhana, its deities, who are mostly demonic, may get infuriated and harm the sadhaks, but Gayatri is like an affectionate mother full of forgiveness and compassion. She loves all her children who cannot even speak properly. Gayatri is Kamdenu who nourishes all who approach her with devotion, with her nectar like milk. Even simple rustic type of worship having noble motives and sincerity becomes fruitful if it is done with heartful aspiration. It is said about Valmiki that he could not even utter Ram's name correctly and started uttering Mara, Mara, and became the first amongst the ancient seers, Adi Kavi. In rightest way of sadhana, quality of feelings is more important than mere rituals. None has been harmed on account of any omission in the method of Gayatri worship. Still, if there is any apprehension, the guidance of a spiritually awakened personage can be sought in the matter. Mental jap without moving the lips can be performed during illness or in journey, when a person cannot take bath, and also during the period of sutak, when a child is born or there is death in the family. It can also be done while walking on the road or lying on the bed in the night. None should entertain a doubt that in Kalyug, Gayatri mantra has been accursed or that its sadhana is not efficacious in this age. Who can curse God and what effect can it have? This is nothing but a ruse to undermine the faith of the people and to influence them to join other sects. All it might mean is that one should choose a competent guru for initiation into Gayatri sadhana, guide. Otherwise, there is absolutely no ban whatsoever on anyone for Gayatri worship. There is a query that if a person has already guru, spiritual guide, can he make another person also a guru? The reply is in the affirmative. Ram had Vashistha as his family guru and Vishwamitra as his teacher for impartation of the knowledge of various branches of learning. Dattatreya is known for having 24 guru. Durvasa is known for having 24 guru. Durvasa was family guru of Krishna, and Brahaspati was his guru in respect of impartation of knowledge. In schools, with a change in class, teachers also change. Village Purohit, Tirth Purohit, Family Purohit, Diksha Purohit, Sadhana Purohit are all different. They are not contradictory but supplementary to each other. It is appropriate to sit in front of an altar after taking bath, wearing clean clothes, and perform worship in the morning, with due salutation and reverence. This keeps the mind happily peace-filled and helps in its concentration. But those whose duty hours are odd, who are ill, or where it is not possible to arrange for water, one can perform mental jap without the help of mala. Ordinarily jap should be performed in such a way that throat, lips, tongue may go on move. It is prescribed that Gayatri is a sacred mantra and those who worship it should live with cleanliness. They should put on Ujjapavita sacred thread and should not take liquor, meat etc. It is good not to indulge in intoxication. It is good to remain pure as far as possible. This, however, does not mean that no medicine should be given to a person living in unhealthy conditions. It is the speciality of Gayatri mantra that by its worship, defects and vices of a man start getting rectified. By taking a dip in Ganga every living being becomes pure. None, not even a cow, buffalo, donkey, horse can be prevented from entering into this river. In the same way person of any position or level of self-growth, even the lowest and lost ones, can perform sadhana of Gayatri mantra without any restriction whatsoever. His vices and defects will gradually go on getting rectified. The argument that a person should not adopt Gayatri sadhana so long as his food, daily routine, habits etc. are defective is untenable. It is like refusing to give medicine to a patient. It is true that Ujjapavita's sacred thread is a symbol of Gayatri. It is more beneficial and helpful to perform worship sitting in a temple in front of a deity. It, however, does not follow that if there is no temple or deity, worship should not be performed. Gayatri sadhana can be performed even without Ujjapavita's sacred thread, as it is done while putting it on, according to the choice and convenience of the sadhak. Attainment of heaven and self-realization are the outcome of purification of thoughts, feelings and motives, and by achieving righteous skills and works by renouncing the desire for specific rewards, can be accomplished in this life itself. This is not necessary to wait for the next life after. Liberation from the bondage is freedom from lust, anger and egoism. A person who practices the teaching underlying Gayatri and transcends his false, lower self and establishes himself in his real luminous higher self, surely gets liberated from worldly bondage. If for some reason there is break on a particular day in regular sadhana, the alternative lies in making up the deficiency by performing additional jap on the following day. If a woman performing anustan is interrupted by menstruation, she can resume jap after 4 days and extend the period accordingly or increase the quantum of jap and make up the deficiency. Illiterate persons who cannot utter Gayatri mantra correctly can perform jap of Panchakshari Gayatri, Om Bhurభuvah. If they cannot utter even these words correctly, they can perform jap of Hari Om Tat Sat. Yajnas at a large scale are required to be performed to purify the subtle environment and destroy pollution permeating the atmosphere. It infuses religious fervor and enthusiasm in the participants, and they also get an opportunity to take a vow to give up one vice by way of dev dakshina and adopt one virtue or righteous tendency. In this way big yajnas help in inculcating ethical values. The meaning of the word yajna is to do sacrifice, charity and worship. Its practical message is that one ought not to spend his entire earnings on himself and his family, but should also distribute a part of it for the welfare of others. It also implies that divinity and gentlemanliness should be respected and people should live together in mutual cooperation and loving kindness.